What's up, fuckers? Today, before deciding to shoot this video, I was actually taking a look at this gorgeous bitch. This is my quiet carry rincon, but not any rincon. This is actually one of the uber rare 3D beveled variants. So it kind of got me thinking as to which are my most treasured knives in the collection. Not necessarily the most expensive ones, but the most treasured. Definitely think this would be one of them. Now, as great as this bitch looks, and as good as all that sounds, that ain't what we came to talk today about, people. Not at all. Got a little bit of automatic knife vibes to go over with you today. Now, typically with automatics, they're not very fun, at least to me. I much prefer having a traditional detent with that straight drop action. But I've always been intrigued by automatics. Definitely feel like I need one in the collection. Now, what if I told you I had a knife that was giving me the best of both worlds? Would y'all believe me? And so without further ado, let's get to the dope. Now, this is something pretty goddamn special, if I'm being honest with you. Trust me as I never shit you. This is the Tuch Knives Klick. Now, this was sent to me courtesy of the Pass Around group, so big shout out to them. If you're not familiar with Tuch Knives, I'm going to learn you. This is actually a father and son tandem that is making knives. William, who's the father, I believe, started like back in 2004. I think his son Eric joined him sometime in 2014. Now, typically they specialize in like heirloom quality custom knives. But this time around, they're giving us a production version to one of their customs. This is called the Klick. Now, these are actually Chinese OEM. I don't believe they've announced or disclosed, rather, who their Chinese OEM is. I could be wrong, but I really couldn't find any information on that. Now, these come in about $400, and these have what they call dual action. So what I mean by that is we've got automatic action right alongside some manual action. So when it comes to your manual action, you will use that cutout for your deployment. But when it comes to the automatic action, all you need to do is go ahead and use that chamfer and slide that show side scale to the back. And the bitch fires out. Now, this is a smaller knife. We're measuring in about 6.4 inches as far as our overall length, but not an issue for me. We've got beautifully contoured and nicely chamfered titanium scales. They're also giving us that milled titanium pocket clip. Right there, nice little subtle touch right there in the lock bar relief. They're actually giving you a portrait of the father and son, kind of hand in hand. That's pretty goddamn cool. Now, it even gets better, goddammit. This is a frame lock, so, typically when you have side opening autos, you'd have to push a button to then walk the blade all the way back to the house. That's not the case here. Simply disengage it, and for the most part, it comes completely closed. You do have to reload it there at the end, but that's only when you go automatic. If you go manual, it comes all the way back to the goddamn house. Now we've got 2.7 inches as far as our blade length. CPM, magna cum laude for the steel. Got a nice machine satin finish. Now, I don't love the blade shape per se, and the handle looks a little bit weird the way they've got it here. But, as far as ergos goes, I can get a full purchase, no refund. Now, they did use T6 hardware, which encompasses the entire knife. Don't love that. But we also get that nice little chamfer here in the lock bar. So when it comes to disengagement, no problems there. I mean, this is pretty fucking cool, people. Now, this isn't something that's never been done before, I believe. As a matter of fact, Mr. William, who's the father of Tuch Knives, he was actually mentored by the late and great Butch Valentin. If you're not familiar with Mr. Butch, rest in peace. But he was actually specialized in, automatics and converting manual knives to automatics. So definitely see where he got some of his talent from for sure. So this is lightweight, 3.1 ounces. Blade stock thickness, we've got 118 thousandths. High flat grind. God damn, people. I really do love it, man. I think this is so goddamn cool. Now let's go ahead and put some knives up for some size comparison. Basically, a little bit of knife flexing. You know how the fuck we do. Gotta roll with America first. So I hit it like this. TRM, holy nerd. Then I'll go with a little bit of Spyderco vibes. A classic. How about that Spyderco Spidey Chef? Let's do a couple more, shall we? How about a little bit of budget dope? I know you fuckers love it. We're going to go with the Vosti Porcupine. That is a solid knife, people. I really have been impressed with that. Then we're going to go with one of my favorite small knives this year for sure. We're talking about that Devo Mini Growler. So there you see those. Let's do two more. God damn it, two more. How about some more throwback vibes and another goddamn classic? Talking about that Urban EDC F5.5, baby. And then last but certainly not least, another iconic knife. We're talking about that Bridgeport Knife Company 395. Version 2, don't get it fucked up. So there we see the Klick up against those. I tell you, I had actually contemplated buying this, I think, back in December. But when I did see that $400 price point, and being that I had really not seen anyone talk about it, like, you know, as in depth as this, or being that I never handled it, I wasn't sure if it was going to be like gimmicky or how it was going to be. But that is the furthest thing from being gimmicky. I think this is a totally functional knife, and I love it. I think it's super cool. Just the ability to go back and forth from manual to automatic action. Yeah. Cosign, bitches. But more importantly, I want to know what you fuckers think. Are you into automatics? How about this Klick? Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time. Cut something. Cut someone. Just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers!